Hi everybody, welcome to the Steckline Report. We talked a little bit last time around about the ports in the western part of the United States, kind of on a slowdown situation and quite honestly heading for a strike it looked like. They've been slowed down since October, friends, not shipping near the full amount that they needed to on a day-to-day basis, and quite honestly this is a very important part of our agricultural export business. In fact, those West Coast ports are responsible for about 43.5% of all U.S. exports. Well, we did have the President of this country send the Labor Secretary down there to talk to them over this last weekend. Did he have any success? Stand by.
I first got started in the cattle business. My wife and my father-in-law got me into it. I love dealing with the animals and being in the outdoors. At American Ag Credit, I know a lot of them are in the same business that I am. Therefore they understand what I need and what problems I'm against, so they can work with you on it, and it makes it much easier.
It's been passed down to me through the generations, and I want to pass it on down to the next generation or two.
Well, the West Coast ports that were shut down, or almost shut down, the full shutdown was averted after the Secretary of Labor attended a meeting or two over the weekend and got them to work out a deal, folks. They're going back to work. This is great news because 43.5% of our exports going out of those ports really has slowed down a lot of things, and meat is included here. A lot of California citrus. We've had problems getting them out of there, and quite honestly it won't be over next week either. They tell us there's so many ships backed up, it'll probably take 3 months to get things worked out to where it's back to normal. In any event, the full strike has been averted, and we're pretty happy about that. Labor Secretary Tom Perez there only for a couple of days and got things compromised and a deal put off. The labor standoff really produced all kinds of problems out there. California citrus bound for Asia, spoiled on the docks. Mardi Gras beads destined for New Orleans. They're still sitting on cargo ships. Car makers flew in vital components at more than 10 times the cost of shipping to keep going. Japanese McDonald's restaurants ration French fries because of a shortage of Idaho potatoes. We don't have the details on meat products, but we do know that there's been some major hang-ups there. Some of the meat had to be put back into storage to keep cool, and maybe some of it will never be shipped. In any event, sometimes we don't think as farmers across this country about an issue like a port deal would have that much of effect on our product and quite honestly on our prices. The end result is it's going to cycle right down to the folks that produce it. In the meantime, the first case since 2011 of BSE was reported in Canada. When the first news broke, everybody was a little bit nervous, but quite honestly, it's not going to be a big deal, I don't think. The Director of International Relations for the Canadian Cattlemen's Association said that he's feeling good. The cow that was tested was on a farm, never got into the market scene at all. They're doing testing on the rest of the herd. Not a big negative reaction on the market because of it. This is Canada's 20th case since 2003 of BSE, and according to the CFIA up in Canada, they've tested 27,604 head in 2014 alone. Not one positive result. So I wouldn't lose a lot of sleep over that one issue that never did get off the farm. In the meantime, we've had the folks meeting in Washington. They're at USDA giving us an outlook on what's going on with corn, soybeans, wheat production 2015. It's always an important market mover. We'll talk about that on the next Steckline Report.